Man, this is ruining my pick. I
we,
want. I won't be able. I won't.
we recording. Let's go.
Well, let go then.
Coming to you from probably somewhere in Mississippi, guys talking about sports and stuff. And call them Ray and Rodney or Rodney and Ray. Anyway, it's the R&R Show.
Tell them about it.
Your bud is mine. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What it do?
A little Michael Jackson flavor for y'all.
What up? What up? What up?
What to do? What's going on, Rod?
Man, end of a great week. Good things happening. Good things popping.
But you got to remember, you got to remember Sunday coming. Green Bay coming
Sunday
to
start the week.
So,
Hey, glory.
Start your way off wrong.
Let go.
First of all,
Don't get me to dance.
First of all, I want to thank y'all for continuing to watching us and then continue to follow us and share us and all this kind of good old stuff.
Good stuff.
We
Good
really
stuff.
appreciate the support. Just continue to tell your mama and them, and they mama and them, and tell their daddies too that we out here. We want y'all to continue to follow us. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. Just keep the likes up, keep the comments up, and keep the if you got some advice, I ain't got to take it. Just give it to me. But I ain't got to take it. We can give it to me.
Just
but
keep sharing.
yeah, just keep sharing. That's all we want you to do.
Just keep sharing.
Oh, I can't go no further in this show until I send a special shout out. I don't always give shout outs, but when I do, it's always worth it. Yeah, I don't give shout outs.
Every week.
Hey,
go ahead though. What's the shout out?
Yeah, hush your mouth. I want to send a big shout out to my 9 and 10.
Say it.
No.
Say it. You
No.
say it.
Hey, what's your turn?
Say it.
What's your turn? I want to send a big shout out to my boys, my heart, my kids, my 9 and 10-year-old Pee Wee New Hope Trojans. You guys, today, oh, yeah, I still got my coaching shirt on. New Hope Trojans, baby. Who are we? New Hope, baby. Y'all show so much resilience from week to week. Adversity always seems to slap you in the face, but you hit them back with a victory. And y'all did the same today over West Point. Good job today. I want to send a special shout out to them, all the coaches, Coach Moore, Coach Titus Brown. Hey, get up. I ain't done. Titus Brown. My boy Charles. You stupid. My boy Charles. And can't leave out my man and Drew. Y'all really showed a lot of heart today. And I enjoy being on this journey with you guys. Congratulations on the big win in overtime. All right.
Number one.
That being said, man, what are you doing? Oh, my God.
I've been trying to fight this sneeze, dude.
Man, I thought you were doing nose candy or something.
What's
What's going on? Nasty.
Let's
But
go.
anyway.
Where you want to
Congratulations,
start?
you guys. Hey, man. First, I want to start out taking a bite of this fajita taco salad I made.
Okay, while he being greeted, we're going to go. God, I can't do this. I wait till the show start sneezing. They ain't got no mute button to hit.
Hey, y'all sound like somebody need to dust in their house.
Man. Y'all excuse me.
Man.
I'm so sorry. But it's part
Man
of being,
noises.
It's part of being regular.
Man noises. So what you got up first?
Okay, let's go back to a small topic before we get to the two big topics, I think. We're going to start with the NFL and then end with the NFL and then throw some basketball in the middle. So first.
Say it like Avery Johnson.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Like Magic Johnson. The basketball. So
He throws the
NBA.
ball.
No, my bad. NFL. You finally got to see the hit from Danny Trevathan on old boy from the Green Bay.
Yeah.
And everybody in the NFL world, well, I ain't gonna even say the NFL world, but everybody except the NFL saw it as a normal hit.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it as a normal hit. He said it with no malicious intent. So when you go back and look at it, they suspended him 2 games, which was reduced to 1. And the only reason in my mind that they reduced to 1 was because he doesn't have a history of being a malicious player or a dirty player. So to me, why even suspend him if you got that robot thing going on again? Say again.
Right.
You sound like a robot. You want to try it again? Hello? Hello? Your screen is froze.
I ain't saying nothing.
Your screen is froze. Like, I just see your screen is froze. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to stop it. Huh?
Go on, say what you... Okay, well, let it be.
I can't even hear you. Come on, man. Now you gone. Technical difficulties. Y'all, no man. There he is. There he is. Hey. So, you want to touch what I just said? You froze again. Okay.
Am I really? Am I froze again, really?
No, you good now.
Anyway. Well, yeah, they did reduce the setup. My internet, y'all, I got a discount out of the Fruit Loop box. But look, I really feel like, I mean, yeah, there are some big time hits that's going on in the NFL. Some kind of borderline, some is malicious, but I really feel like this deal with this hit deal and the head trauma and all this kind of stuff or whatnot. I think people are going just a tad bit overboard with it because I mean, take for instance the defenseless receiver deal. Man, you catch a receiver coming across the middle. Back in my day, yeah, I'm the old guy. Back in my day, you could clean their clock out as long as you. I mean, you could hit them in the head, but it wasn't a foul. But I can understand not hitting them in the head, but you can hit them in the chest, and they're gonna call a penalty.
Right.
And whether you know a repeat offender of dirty hits or not, but this hit that happened with what's his name? What's the guy name?
Danny Trevathan.
Hello.
Danny Trevathan.
Okay, John Travolta. When he hit old buddy real hard, yeah, John. I just saw it as a good legal hit. Period.
Yeah.
You know, all these suspensions and all these kind of things, and I feel like they just going overboard with this deal. And like I said, it got a lot to do with the head trauma deal and all this kind of stuff. But football is a physical sport, and if you want to take the physicality out of the football, you just might as well put pink flags in their little belt loops and play flag football, and just don't let nobody hit nobody because this is just getting out of hand. Man, you can get a person with the ball, receiver or whatever, they can catch the ball and they can lower their head and initiate the contact hit by way of the head. But if I'm already going low to make a tackle to get low on you and the receiver go low also and our heads connect, guess who's going to get the flag?
The defensive player.
Exactly. And they haven't cleaned that up yet.
Nope.
And so I really feel like they're just going too far with this deal. They're really going over the top with it. They're taking the physicality out of football. It's just
I think
ridiculous.
they could help themselves if they didn't call them on the spot. If they had a review process that was more consistent with just going and saying, after the game was over, they got a crew to go back and look at suspicious hits. If they did that, then it probably make more sense as opposed to calling them in the game and then affecting the outcome of the game, as opposed to finding somebody and not doing it during the game. If you do it during the game, say somebody gets thrown out like in week 1 when the dude got threw out for no reason, and it affected the game. And then come to find out there was nothing wrong with the play. Then you come to this game and you get a penalty on the play, and I can't remember if it affected the game or not.
May I add that week 1 call that you're talking about, it did affect the game tremendously.
Right,
They
right.
They went on to score.
So what's the what if you just want to find them and hurt their pockets? That's cool to me, but throwing them out the game, that's like too protective. Like you going to basically targeting in college, and right. they review it for 15 minutes before they throw somebody out. Right, you know what I'm saying? NFL's like flag. Oh, I don't even think they review it as much, and then they just let it go. I mean, it is what it is. You might as well go to the college way and get a real review of it, and then do what you're gonna do. But they just make the call, cost the yards, throw the dude out the game, blah, 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 and then it affects the game. I disagree with it. And like you said, it's going to make it a cream puff type game. I understand why they're doing it, but I think it's a better way, and they need to explore those ways.
I do too. It's kind of like with the quarterback situation. You cannot touch the quarterback. You can't. If you touch the quarterback,
he got the ball, you can touch him. And then, even if he got the ball, you can't hit his head.
You can't touch the quarterback. Even with the ball, you cannot touch the quarterback from his feet to the top of his head.
Yeah, pretty much. You have to make
come on, man,
clean tackle right here, and boop, and then that's the only way you can do it. Right. Without getting the flag.
I saw a guy get blocked into the quarterback a couple of weeks ago, and they threw the flag on him, saying that he was going for the legs. Come on, man.
He got his head. I remember what you're talking about. He got his head pushed down, and
he got his head pushed down, and threw his
yeah.
Right.
I know you're talking about.
It wasn't on him. He got called for the flag, and right. I hate to turn this league into a instant replay or reviewable league or whatever, where you have to review everything, but the referees are just not getting it right. And these crazy rules that they're implementing in the league is just leaving more room for error when it comes to officiating.
Right.
So just like with the hits, it's just getting ridiculous. In my opinion, it's just getting very, very ridiculous.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's
I remember when back in my day, hold up, let me get my 80. Back in my day,
put your glasses on too.
Back in my day, I remember what hard hit was a hard hit, and that's it. So come on, y'all.
Boy, you stupid.
Y'all tighten it up.
Get a little better with that. I mean, and just for that, we trying out something new. You gonna get this.
You killing the game. Oh, NFL, that means you fail.
I like that. All right, bet. Let's go to the next thing. Let's throw this basketball off in the middle. You want to go with NBA, old faces, new places, or you want to go with LeVar Ball?
I don't want to talk about LeVar Ball.
We're going to talk about LeVar Ball.
Oh, we're going to talk about him. We're
going to talk about him. You're going to talk about him, too. It's a two-man show, except for when your internet mess up. But look, let's go with this.
I hope it messed up on LeVar Ball then.
you unplug it or something. Interesting. Tiger Woods just tweeted a video of himself making a full swing.
Stop. We are not talking about Tiger Woods.
He made a full swing, though.
No. We are not talking about Tiger Woods.
Hey, man.
Tiger
Woods, y'all.
No. We're not talking about Tiger Woods.
He made a full swing, though.
I don't care. He ain't playing golf.
He made a full swing.
Make a full swing in a tournament. Then you start tweeting. I'm so sick of hearing about Tiger Woods. This is supposed to be about basketball.
Okay.
Not golf right now.
Tell ESPN quit sending all these important updates. Okay, next.
That ain't important.
Basketball. Old faces, new places. The first team.
A full swing. My goodness. Take a full swing in a tournament. Then you holler at me.
Let's go with Houston Rockets.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna go with the big major ones. All right, I'm gonna throw it to you like this right here, and I want to know what you think.
I don't think. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody made a change in the league, but
right.
Some of them are just major. We don't want to talk about Chicago, do we?
Well, I mean,
that's my team, but you don't want to talk about them, do you?
No, okay, I mean, not really.
Right. Didn't they make some changes?
It ain't but like okay,
then
teams that.
Okay then. Oh, right. That's what I'm talking about.
But I still don't consider them major.
Yeah, but how many?
Maybe two that are major, but I don't think none of them actually help them to get past Golden State. So it don't really matter.
Stop. You're going too fast.
Okay.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. The four major moves by the four teams that made the most major moves in the big moves. Okay. In the NBA. Okay. You follow with me now? Do what?
I got it.
Rosetta Stone.
I got it.
Rosetta Stone.
I got it.
A B C D E F G.
I got it.
All right, look. All right, we got you. Call out Houston Rockets. They made a big move by. I really don't think it's a big move, but with the name, makes it a big move. That's just my opinion. The Houston Rockets picks up Chris Paul.
So
they add Chris Paul, and look, but you have the Milwaukee Bucks with a already stout team. They go and add Jimmy Butler, a great fit.
I think that's a good fit. Okay. That's a good fit. That actually makes sense to make them better. If you go on to another team and it makes them a whole lot better, then I can roll with that.
And he's reconnecting with his coach, Coach Thibodeau.
Coach Thibodeau. So I like that move for him, for the team, and for the league because it makes Milwaukee relevant and they can make some noise to make it a good season. See what I'm saying? I like that move.
They will make a nice run this season.
Yeah, they will. They will.
And you can't leave out the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So.
No.
I'm not excited.
Hold up. I mean, you ain't got to get excited, but I just got to acknowledge their move because was the.
What's the move? Say what it is.
Look what cut me off then.
Well, quit eating that food on this show.
Look, they added Isaiah Thomas when they get him in the trade. They traded him with January. So he might not play at all because I call him Glass Man. But anyway,
okay, go ahead.
The big trade with Kyrie Irving.
Glass Man number one was already okay.
Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and D Rose.
Glass Man number two.
Actually, Rose is Glass Man number one. And the other team that made a big move was the Oklahoma City Thunder with the additions of Paul George and Melo.
And re-upping on Westbrook, which I don't blame him. And it's kind of like it could play out one or two ways for him. He could be the Charles Barkley of this era and be one of the best players to not win a championship.
And I think that's where it's headed.
And he gonna get paid out the wham to do it. And I think that's kind of where it is. It's a lot of players out there that's really good that just on the wrong team. And it's kind of like that Jordan era where nobody got to win except for like 2 or 3 teams and everybody else just looked good for about 10 years. So that's why I think they going with Oklahoma City. Unless Oklahoma City just start to get ready, they want to pay all this money for what they call luxury tax and have an excess of what they supposed to just to win. That's the only way I see it happening for them to be good. But I don't see them just re-upping on him and then maybe one other player being good enough to compete, even though they got the power to make some noise. It just depends on how consistent they can be down the stretch to make that noise and to be relevant in the playoffs.
But Rodney, my question is, out of those 4 teams, who is going to benefit the most from these changes?
Cleveland is going to benefit the most.
How so?
Well, I mean, because you get a more experienced roster, you get more players that actually going to help you out, and you got point guards that well, you have guards because I don't know where they're gonna play at. They can actually make a difference if they make the right moves and then play with the right people. Derrick Rose, I ain't calling him slow. He's just been in a bad predicament for the last few years and then been hurt. But when he's played, he's actually been pretty decent. And a team like Cleveland where he can go contribute, just not have to take over, I think it's a good spot. And then, D-Wade and LeBron going to have their own little chemistry and do their thing. And if they can get that backcourt to work a little bit better, them big men to produce a little bit better, I think they'll be a little bit more dangerous down the stretch. But don't none of that matter until you get to the playoffs and you get deep and you actually push Golden State. I don't want to see no sweeps. I don't want to see no 4-1s. I want to see a 5, 6, 7 game series to where you actually get to enjoy some real basketball. And we left out a team too.
Who?
Boston.
No, I did that on purpose. I didn't mean to leave that out. What?
I mean, just tell me what you think.
I don't. I mean, I really don't. I really feel like.
So where you see them finishing then?
I really feel like Kyrie Irving got what he asked for as far as having his own team. Now, who you are looking at now is the Cleveland Cavaliers before LeBron James came back home.
There you go. I like that.
Now,
I like that. Because that makes sense. You go back to you and maybe another good – well, you got maybe 1.5 good players, but they ain't going to make enough noise to – you might have a good regular season, finish third. I'm calling for a third or fourth in the division.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
Then they
no
not
higher
gonna,
than that.
No, yeah. You ain't going to get no higher than that. So that's going to be what's going to happen and what you want to see. But I don't see him doing too much. I mean, it's just him and Gordon Hayward and then all these support players that ain't no real big team.
No, it really isn't. But I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I'm gonna just touch on the Thunder a little bit, but I really feel like the Bucks actually is going to be the one who benefit the most, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But let me say this about the Thunder: the reason I don't pick the Thunder, everybody looking at the points that Melo have to bring to the Thunder, but that's not the Thunder's problem. They got Paul George. They picked up Paul George.
Yep.
Yes, he's a pretty good half-court facilitator or whatnot. I mean, he's good in half court. All right, you got Melo, and we got Russell Westbrook. We all know how Russell Westbrook play. He's wide open. He's run and gun.
He's sharing the ball.
He's sharing the ball. That's what he do.
Yep.
But if you put the ball in the hands of Melo, even though he scored a bunch of points, I mean,
he's so slow.
He have no defense. No defense.
No defense. And he do this step back like 15 times before he shoot the ball.
But my thing is, Melo is a ball stopper. He slows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
get the ball and he think it's an and one concert or concert
right.
or whatever. And he just sitting there with the ball, step back, step to the left, step to the right, and all this kind. He's a ball stopper. Where Westbrook and George, they make plays. They
like fast ball. Let's go. He gets the ball. He goes down to the ground, put the shoulder on the floor, come back up. All this stuff. I don't think it flows good.
As far as stats go, yeah, it looks good. Yeah,
it looks good. Yeah,
it looks good on paper.
I think they ain't gonna be.
No. I think that's a big fail.
I think it's
when you got Melo, and I'm talking to all the other teams also. When you have somebody like Melo or Melo himself coming to your team and being one of the number one guys to that team, prepare to just the ball to be stopped. Prepare for slow play.
I see the same thing.
When you're used to running.
I see the same thing.
The reason that I picked out on the Bucks, and with just the addition of Jimmy Butler, They got that one thing that they have been needing: a seasoned veteran, a good veteran that knows the sport, that knows how to play,
Yeah.
know how to put everybody where they're supposed to go. He, like I said, he reunited with Tom Thibodeau and look for big things with the Greek Freak. Oh my goodness!
Say his name
They
though.
are about to group. Say your name. That's his name. And then you got Jabari Parker. He doing what he do. I mean, you got a pretty good season bench,
Yeah.
with Tony Snell and all them cast, man. So I'm looking for them to make some major noise. They made some noise last year. Oh man, you might well give them an amp this year because they finna bring.
I think so. I think that's gonna be a good team to watch.
Now, and all these acquisitions and everything is just good, fine, and dandy during the regular season. But
Oh yeah.
when you run across the Golden State Warriors, okay. It's gonna be the Cavs and Golden State, the trilogy. What?
I'm
What?
not gonna call it just yet because
DMX. What? What?
I'm not calling it just yet. I see it.
Jackson.
It's a good chance it's gonna happen.
What?
But I'm not calling it just yet.
Okay,
because I don't,
okay, you got to have a reason for not calling it just yet. What would be that reason? What would give you that doubt? It got to be another team. It got to be another team that give you that, okay, a little question in your head that I might not need to step out there just yet.
The only other thing.
Because Golden State is going to steamroll the West.
I'm not worried about the West. It's always about the East. We already know the West been sold up for 4 years. Go back. They ain't nobody else coming out the West. You can forget all that. Okay.
So you must feel like because the only other team on the East, the only team on the East that could just, that's gonna be this Cleveland. I'm sorry. That's it. I don't see anybody knocking off Cleveland.
No.
And even then, my point is
I would take it.
Still not enough.
It's still not enough. Because I'm giving it to Golden State, regardless of who they playing. I'm just not 100% confident that Cleveland is gonna do it. But
crown them.
It is what it is. I ain't gonna fight you for it. So next deal. See, I should have had these notes ready, but either way,
you need to clip your fingernails too.
You clip them.
My name is not Miss Hubbard.
Exactly. So shut your mouth. Anyway, let's go ahead with this next topic. LeVar Ball.
No, man, I want to talk about. Cam Newton. I want to talk about Cam Newton. Go ahead. What about
his name? Say his name, then we'll change it.
Ball. What about it?
Ball. I don't. My thing is, we all know about it. We all
what
know
did he do?
He
what did he do this time?
He took his son out of school to homeschool him.
Which one? Oh, the
one that don't nobody really like. That nobody really like.
Did you talk about the point guard in high school?
Yeah, with the braces and the big hair.
The little point guard. He cold now.
Yeah, he cold, but he a butt.
Yeah,
either way.
But look who. Look what daddy is.
Yeah, true enough.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree.
He took him out of school to homeschool him because he don't like the coach of the high school team. And he don't like how they doing him and how the school system is not supporting the big baller brand, i.e. the kid, and not happy with the whole situation. So he was like, I'm taking him out of school and we're going to homeschool him, which is like, basically a gun to the head. And you look really stupid when you have all these other options available for this boy to first get an education. Now you send the wrong message to everybody that is all about ball. You got to get these shots. And I don't agree with what he did, but he's a noise maker and he makes noise.
I didn't want to talk about him, but since you brought that up, I'm going to say this right here. You may not agree with me. As a matter of fact, I really don't care. And I don't want you to agree with me. I've been ready to pick a fight all day. Look, number one, that's his child.
That is his child.
He can do whatever
Whatever he want.
I don't care how much we disagree with it and how crazy it looks. At the end of the day, if he think that's what the best move is for his child, guess what? He's gonna do it. And we have, no matter how crazy it is, we have no other choice but to go along with it.
I had no problem with that. But if you
gonna
make your
problem, you say you disagree. You say you disagree with it, so there's a problem with it.
No, I don't have no problem with what you just said. I disagree with what he doing it and how he doing it. Just because the reasons he doing it are just really stupid. Just because you don't agree with the coach and you don't want your coach, when you could put your child, wait a minute, when you could take your child and put him in a real school to do all this and to play ball and play for some other school, and because his name is already out there. So it's not like this. He don't know who it is. They don't know who he is.
It's like this. At the end of the day, that move right there, even though I don't agree with it either. I agree with you there. I don't agree with it. That's silly. It really, really is. He's bigger than he's gotten bigger than himself. It's all about LeVar Ball right now.
It's all about noise.
It's all that's what it's all about. But at the end of the day, you could, even though what he think is the best interest for his kids, and he's entitled to that because that's his kid, he's going to be the one to suffer behind this.
Yeah. But no.
He's the one that's going to suffer behind
it. Yeah. But I'm not. It's just the fact that you using, I had no problem with you doing what you're doing and trying to build your brand, but you're using your kids and the media to build your brand, which in turn is going to actually hurt your kid and cause them to be more hated than everything else.
Hello, is this thing on? He has no other way to build his brand.
In the same sense, you treat your kids with some kind of respect and you show them the right way and do it the right way. You don't be down on everybody.
Stop right there. Time out. Stop right there. Stop right there. You said you treat your kids with some respect. I want you to call your mama up right now. And I want you to tell her, Mama, I want you to treat me with some respect.
She gonna say, what is this
put it on
about?
Put it on. No, she ain't.
No, I'm not putting, no.
Call her right now. Let me put her on speaker.
Let me rephrase it. And
talk about some respect. I wish I would go to Linda Faye and Robert Lewis and talk about, hey, no, I want some respect.
I'm not talking from the kids' point of view. I'm not talking from the kids' point of view. I'm talking about as a parent. Treat your kid better as opposed to being a commodity as the actual kid.
So what you mean to say is treat my children like they are my children
and not money,
not my meal ticket.
Right. That's why I'm going.
Well, say that.
I'm going. Same. Hey,
because
look.
Come on now. We black kids from the South.
But
come on now. Go to your mama. Go to your mama. Call your mama and put her on speakerphone and say, "Mama."
I'm not putting my mama on speakerphone. You know my mama. You know how my mama is.
You already know she'll drive up there and get you with a left hook, and make you take out your trash.
In my own house.
In your house.
Get out there and take that trash out. So
your mama don't talk like that. Stop.
I see you still going there. But you know what?
But you know I got your mama though.
I got something for you.
Stop that. Hey, stop that.
I'm trying to find a song, bruh. Let me you know what?
But anyway.
We finna go to our last topic. And I'm just gonna give you a little bit of intro so we can start talking about it. This was a surprise for young Rayford.
You did not.
Yes.
You are not playing I Am Every Woman.
Come on, girl.
The actions and views of Rodney Hubbard are not the same as Ray. Why in the world are you playing I Am Every Woman? Oh, I see where you're going with it.
Ding.
Now stop it.
No, you got to get to the part. Go on, girl. Go on.
Stop that shoulder. Cam Newton, front and center. Cam Newton, front and center. You are needed.
Yes.
Cam Newton,
Yes.
front
I
and
need
center.
Cam
Please,
Newton.
please,
Please,
can I,
in the woman's face.
please, can I start this? Let me start. Man, cut that off, man.
Anything you want, them, baby. That was just brilliant. That was
Cam
awesome.
Newton. It was just too long. Anyway, Cam Newton, front and center. Number one, I will say this. Cam Newton, you know what are you doing?
Go ahead. You talking.
People see you though.
I know. They saw but they didn't see you eating a big a big bowl of noodles. Hey man, no FCC up
I
in
ain't eating no boot noodles.
Okay, can't even say it. But come on with what you were saying about
Cam Newton. Cam Newton, you know you are a lightning rod for controversy, especially when it comes to doing press conferences. And you know anything, I mean, especially the platform that you're on right now. Yeah, I mean, anything you do wrong, you're gonna get slammed. He's gonna get slammed. Mm-hmm. Okay. He got in the Super Bowl. Let's start with that one. Super Bowl. He pouted. Wouldn't answer no questions. He just mad. Just pouting. He got slammed for it. He got slammed for his excessive. No, it's not excessive. They don't like the way he celebrates. They say that it's all about him, and you know he do all the little, and giving kids footballs and all this kind of stuff, and he's just a lightning rod. Period. Mm-hmm. Now, for you to say what you said, to me, it's not about what you said, because I really feel like I know what you meant, but your words were like very, very wrong.
What do you think he meant?
What do I think he meant?
Tell me how you think he meant.
I'm gonna ask you like this right here. When you watch college football or NFL football, and you hear the woman as a commentator, doesn't that seem kind of, I'm not used to this? That's a yes or no question. I'm not asking you to elaborate.
Yes, are you talking about now? Like if I was watching the game today?
No. If you were watching the game right now.
It wouldn't.
And
not today.
It wouldn't seem...
not at all.
Well, me, it still stands out. A woman calling this game. It still sounds odd because I'm still not used to a woman commentating.
The first time I heard it, it was like, whoa. Now, but now it's kind of like, okay. As long as she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, and she knows what she's talking about. I don't disagree with that.
Right, who cares?
Right, who cares? I mean, hey, power to the women. I love y'all. But it's still kind of odd still. But because I'm not used to it. But
right.
And that's what I really feel like that's what he meant when he said that, man, it's funny, because we always say, man, it's funny how blase or XYZ, but we don't mean it's ha funny.
I would agree with you, except for he laughed in a very disrespectful tone.
Yeah, and his body language was kind of like
disrespectful, belittling, making you seem small.
But and that's what made it look even worse. But I really feel like he wasn't saying ha, oh, it's funny. A woman's talking about raps. Y'all look at this. What are you talking about raps? That's not what he meant. That's not what he meant. I feel my personal opinion. I feel like that's not what he meant. Now,
Hold up. Wait. Wait, because you freezing up. You sound like you was talking at the end of a tunnel at one point. But let me get it.
Because I was.
Okay, you back. All right, now. So my thing with the whole thing is, you said it. It was very disrespectful. Everybody in the world thought it was disrespectful. I don't care. You wouldn't say that to your mama.
What? Say what?
What he said to her, if his mama knew football, he wouldn't say that to his mama. Come on, man. He wouldn't say that to his wife. He wouldn't say that to his daughters that he got two of.
That he said it's funny?
No, the way he said it. I don't care. It ain't what you say. It's how you say it. If I come up to you and I say, man, you got a black bald head. And then if I say, man, you got a black, it's a difference. It's the same thing, but it's a difference. My thing is, if you gonna say something and you smart enough to know that it could come off as wrong, or maybe you slow enough that you don't realize it, you got to own it when you get the best opportunity to own it. Somebody say, hey, man, this came out like this. You got to own it right then. Don't wait a day and then wait until you lose some money to go out there and apologize and own it.
And see, that's my thing. That's my thing, Rodney. That's my thing. He know how the people are going to magnify everything that he say. That's why I was so like, you dummy, you idiot. You know that they're going to take this and they're going to take off running with it. Why are you giving them this fuel? Think about what you're about to let come out of your mouth before you say it.
You know what? My cousin said last night that her mama always say, if it's in you, it's coming out. All he did was show what he thinks about women reporters and their knowledge of the game.
So
I don't care. I don't agree with what you said about he didn't mean it like that.
You telling me he's a sexist pig. You telling me he's a sexist pig. I'm
telling you that there's something wrong with what he's thinking. I ain't gonna call him a sexist pig.
You said
I'm gonna just say that the way he thinks about women reporters, and when they start talking with some sense, it came out then. I don't care about if I think it's funny. Bruh, you disrespecting every woman reporter in the world just by that talking bad to that one.
So that brings me to my next point. So do you feel like that everybody's reaction over his was just? Do you feel like it wasn't over the top?
The reaction that came out was all on him too, because if he had
him too. No, it was just on him.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Too.
But no,
it was just on him.
If you would have taken the opportunity to apologize, because she went to him after the interview, after everybody was done, and said something, and he still didn't say anything. Regardless,
but this is her. That's what she said, though.
But if he did,
but my problem with that is she brought it up that she went to him and she said something to him after the interview,
right?
And she said that it was even worse. But when everybody asked what else happened, we're not gonna talk about it. I'm moving on and all this kind of stuff. If it was just that bad, or if it wasn't that bad enough where we could just move on and don't worry about it, why did you even bring it up? Now thanks for guarding that.
That's the thing.
Because we do not know what happened.
We don't.
After the interview.
We don't. But he didn't. But he didn't discount. He didn't discount nothing that she said though about that.
What?
Because if she had lied,
was he asked her? Was he asked about that? Asked about that?
This is the deal. When you come out and try to fix everything that you did, you're gonna make it seem good for you. You ain't worried about what she said. That's what I'm saying. But look,
he had to. But look, being in the position that he is, every NFL player that gets in any kind of trouble or any kind of thing that causes controversy, got that person right there, which is
the head team official or whoever, the president, whoever, hey, go apologize.
My whole point.
Right down that little dry apology.
My whole point is this: if
because it leaves a black eye to the team and
the
the
whole
NFL.
point. My whole point is this: if she hadn't have been honest about what she said, he would have addressed it in some form or another. He didn't, which tells me that what she said was right. I came to him after that, and he still did not acknowledge the fact that he thought it was wrong. I still think that happened. He didn't acknowledge it. He didn't say, you know what? I missed the opportunity to clarify myself with this young lady because she did come up to me afterward, like she stated, and I didn't do that. He could have did that, but he didn't. So she wasn't lying.
If somebody accused you of feeling some type of way, and you don't think you felt that type of way, why would you apologize for it?
I'm not gonna tell you what I think at that point. I'm not finna sit there and let you come to me and then I'll blow you off. You see what I'm saying? If you come to you and say, well, look, I kind of think that was jacked up how you said it, and you come out with, well, I don't know how it played out, but if you come out like, look, I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry for the way I said it and the way it came out. Because if it came out like the way you thought, then he would explain that to her. Because he got to see her every week. So why would you make it hard on her?
This is it. No, she make it. No, I ain't gonna say that. He's not making it hard on her. He just made a bad choice of words. Now,
yes, but see, that's my point.
This is my thing. This was blown way out of proportion
because he took too long.
Taken way. No.
The
people ate. No. The people ate this up as soon as it happened.
As soon as it happened.
People ate it up as soon as it happened.
Yeah.
No. This was blown out of proportion. This was way out of proportion. I think everybody overreacted.
He's not smart as you think he is.
You looking at an all male league, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He made this little small comment, and everybody just, oh my God, burn your bras. He made a statement. He started losing sponsors over this. It wasn't that he just said women should be in the kitchen cooking and barefoot and pregnant and whatnot. All he said was,
that's the way women took it.
Man, it's funny. Right. They took it the wrong way. They took it and ran with it. Everybody.
You know why?
Everybody overreacted. Okay.
You know why?
And these same people who is going off on this man for making this comment, I bet you 75% of them voted for a president that said grab I grab a woman by the nanny case.
Don't matter.
It does matter.
No,
it don't matter.
No, we ain't talking about the president. We not talking about the president. We talking about what Cam Newton said to a woman reporter that he didn't clarify, and it went too far. That's what it was.
Okay, then. So we talking about the woman reporter. Okay, we go back in on Twitter. We talking about the same woman who was so-called disrespected. No, we talking about the same woman. No, ain't no such thing as going back too far. A couple minutes ago is going back too far. The same woman who made the racist statement about Dale Earnhardt being a black N-word, talking about her daddy making racist comments and racist jokes as they pass by Navajo, Indian, whatever.
Yep.
It's the same thing. Whether it was 4 years, 5 years ago, 4 hours, 5 hours ago, it doesn't matter. But up until the end, you feel disrespected.
How does that affect this interview and the statement that he said when she just asked a good question?
I'm just saying. But everybody's defending her. Okay, it's okay to be a sexist pig, but no, it's not okay to be a sexist pig. But it's okay to make racist statements.
That wasn't okay either. But in the sense we talking about, we're not talking about her past. We talking about that day. We talking about right there.
But what I'm saying,
I'm telling you right now.
It's the same person.
I'm telling you right now.
It's the same person.
I done said some stuff in my past that I can't say right now.
We talked about Cam Newton's past.
He the one on the stage.
We talked about Cam Newton's past.
He the one on the stage. He's the one that made the comment. He's the one that did.
And she's the one answering the question. Did you know? Did you say? Right? And did she go to him? She went to him for what? Why did she go to him after the interview?
Because she was offended.
Why?
To get some clarification. And he didn't offer none. So why?
Oh, to get some clarification.
Okay,
then.
So what does what she did 5 years ago have to do with that day?
Move on. But you want some. But she put it out there. It was more than justification.
She put it out there because
she went to him.
She didn't get it.
It was more than justification.
At the end of the day,
she was looking for an apology. She was looking for an apology. That's what it was. She was looking for an apology.
You wouldn't look for an apology.
But did she give it? Did she give it an apology? No.
Would you look for an apology?
Looked at him like whatever.
But you're not a woman. You don't know that struggle that she had to get in there. And then when you get disrespected, it's all about respect. I don't care what you say. If you feel disrespected, you want justification.
I'm answering your question. At the end of the day, this was blown out of proportion. It really was.
It was wrong? But it wasn't wrong.
Yes, it was wrong. But does it call for toting torches and going on and all this kind of stuff?
No.
Come on, man.
No, it don't. But at the end,
it sounds funny. A woman talking about rap. Yeah, that's her job. Yeah, cool.
At the end of the day,
that's her job. Understand that.
We have seen other athletes.
Still, this is the same woman. This is the same woman who want all this respect, but she can call to refer to somebody as a black N-word.
No, she can't.
Laughing he and ha about her dad being racist towards
no, she can't.
But she did.
But she can't. But that's not what we talking about. If we went back and talked about everybody's history, something is wrong with everybody. But what happened that day on that stage is the topic.
I'm sorry.
That's the topic.
Hey.
So regardless of if she done killed somebody and she out asking questions, that was wrong. But she asked a real question and got offended by her answer that was given to her. So at the end of the day, I don't have no problem with her seeking something to say, hey, look, this is what happened to me. If the whole world didn't see it, then I would understand. The whole world saw it.
You know what?
Check it out.
You know what? I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem with that either. My problem is how everybody just, Kim talking about women. Kim don't respect women. Come on, man.
I honestly think
it's not that serious. It's not that serious. We live in a day. We live in a day today. We live in a day today where everybody is so extra sensitive. So extra sensitive.
Yeah.
Way too sensitive.
Yeah. But in today's world, hold on, give me this. In today's world, you should know better than to do those type of things and not know how to defend them. Okay? If you do something that stupid and that drastic, you need to have some kind of control to do it.
That goes back to my first point about Cam. You know you have a history. You know you're a lightning rod. You know you got to be careful with your words. That was a mess up by on his behalf. That was a mess up on his part. Because you know how the media gonna rip you apart if you just say the least little thing wrong. And that's why I say you're bad for not thinking before you let what come out your mouth come out of your mouth. Even though I don't feel like he was like, y'all should be barefoot and pregnant. Y'all shouldn't even be in the locker room. Y'all shouldn't be here talking about raps. All he said was, God, man.
I don't.
It's funny to me. About routes. What average woman you know talk about routes?
It ain't the point.
Hey, let me ask you this.
It's not the point.
Yeah, that's the point. No, doggone it, it is the point.
It's
you just told me we talking about her past.
At the end of the day,
we talking about what happened on that state. No, we talking about what happened. No, we talking about Cam right now in his statement. Yes, that is the point. Woman talking about routes. He thought it was weird. It was funny. He's not used to it. Yes, that's the point right now. Where's Gina right now? I wish she was here.
My whole thing on all of this. You sound like a robot right now.
Where is Gina? I want you to ask Gina.
I can't hear you.
What's your point?
I missed a whole lot of what you said.
What is your point?
My point is this. If you say something questionable.
I didn't say anything. I said, what's your point?
I'm telling you what my point is about this whole situation. If you say something questionable and you have the opportunity to fix it, because once you said it and before you got back to where you had to go, it was all over the world. It's no excuse to sit there and say, wait a whole day later to make an apology and after you lose some money. Because he wasn't going to say a word until he lost some money. And then somebody with some sense told him, you need to say something because you're not coming out good out of this. You could have said the sky's green, and if at the end of the day,
I think that's when he chose to do it. Somebody told him. Somebody told him to apologize.
Because he's stupid.
That's why it took so long.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because he's stupid.
He didn't do anything.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't realize that you didn't do nothing wrong, that's what's wrong. You're breaking up.
He lost the
You gotta start all the way over.
It wasn't about the sponsors.
Try it again.
It was somebody that told him.
Yeah, but after the interview, and because you got sports. Hold up. If the average man and me and you got this go across my phone.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. But
am I good? I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. Okay. So what I'm saying is, if the average man, being me and you,
asked those questions like 100 years ago,
it's a big delay. My whole thing is, if you can get this on your phone, me and you know he got it on his phone, and somebody told him before he left that facility that day. Okay, man, dang, I ain't mean it like that. Let me tell these people what I said. Regardless of what you thought and what you meant, that's two different things. When you say it and somebody says, and you say, look, you can judge a room if you are speaking in front of a bunch of people. You at church and you say something that's borderline crazy, and you think you know what you're thinking and you know what you want to say, but everybody in the audience in the congregation say, at that point, you're gonna say, now let me clarify what I'm saying. Okay? At the end of the day, he took 24 hours to clarify what he was saying. And even then, he did not clarify what he said. He just apologized for saying it. If it's me and I see this pop up on my phone, oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Hey, he's an Instagram. He might as well be an Instagram model. He might as well be a Facebook model. He might as well be on Twitter because he reach out all through the year on those outlets. So why don't you go in there and just give a real heartfelt apology as opposed to dressing up, putting on a stocking cap and got your head leaned to the side like you in a photo shoot, and just say what you mean off the point. It'll be more genuine. I had no problem with his apology, but at the end of the day, you took too long.
Rodney. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Rodney, I don't know how quick it is for you to get access to a camera and to get on TV for somebody to record you to put it out. I don't know how quick it is for you to do that. But in the real world, I mean, it's some things that you have to go through to get that. Who's to say that he wasn't trying to do that off the bat? Who was to say that? I mean, so
hello world. I'm on camera. It took 5 seconds.
Okay, and so if he picked up his phone and did that, people would still have something to say. But
they gonna have something to say regardless.
It went. Thank you for making my point. Whether
that ain't the point.
No.
We already know that's gonna happen.
Whether he did it, whether he apologized right after or 24 hours later,
People are always going to have something to say. It's too late. It's out there. It doesn't matter whenever he did the apology.
Yes, it
doesn't
does.
matter.
It does.
It didn't matter if he apologized or not.
It does.
Even when he apologized,
Yes, it does.
What did people do? What did people do? It's done. You exactly right. People didn't even want to accept the apology. They didn't want to accept the apology. They handed it right back to him. They handed it right back to him. So it don't even matter. It don't matter whether it was right after he said it or it was 23 hours later. Right.
Okay. Put this.
Just said,
Put him on hold for a second. Put him on hold for a second. Put him on hold for a second. Watch this. Watch this.
Okay.
Watch this.
Because he said it.
Can you hear me?
Can
you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, watch this. I'm gonna show you something real quick. And it's gonna be like, wow, it made a difference.
Nope.
Because it makes a difference. Listen to this. Okay. Jameis Winston said something real controversial to some kids at a school talking about how boys and girls are. Okay? It came out before it got bad a whole day later. He came out and said, that was not my intent. Okay? My intent was blah. And everybody moved on. It's the same thing. They could have ate him up if he had went home, took a shower, ate, put on makeup, because you said the whole point is you said something that could have been very controversial or very wrong, but you didn't mean it that way. So you clarify what you meant. He meant exactly what he said. And then look, this is what gets me. This is what gets me. You have said this. You said this a plenty of times. You are a lightning rod for controversy every time you go up to the podium. One, you make yourself that way. Two, you can't control your emotions enough to make sense to nobody else in the world. So why keep putting yourself in that position? Because you ain't got the sense to fix it.
It's because of his past. Look, it's one thing, Rodney. Have you ever said something and not meant it that way? Have you ever done that?
I said it this morning.
Have you ever said something, worded something, and it sounds totally different? Okay, then in Rodney, it happens. Mm-hmm. It happens.
But guess who got enough sense to say that's not how I meant it.
Said,
let me tell you what I was trying to say.
Apologize right then. Whether he because of him being a lightning rod, because of his past experiences with the media. You think they're going to continue to listen to him? You think they would have accepted that apology? Do you think, honestly, be honest. Do you think that would have made everything a whole lot better if he had said, no, that ain't what I meant?
Yeah.
Do you honestly think they would have made a whole lot of world of difference?
Yes, I do.
I do not.
We disagree.
But like I said, I still bring her character into this for being to everybody knowing her name. And one thing about it, when you put yourself out there, because she put it out there. Put it out there because she, once again, went to Twitter. She went to Twitter just like she did with the racist comments. She went right back to Twitter and put it out there. You're getting your 15 minutes of fame, and you're gonna juice it for everything you got. But one thing about it, you better make sure every skeleton in your closet is out before you try to get out there and try to make somebody else feel bad because you playing off the media's emotions.
Ain't gonna happen.
And being overreacting as everyone else.
You basically have to be Michelle Obama to be able to say something and not have no history. And I still say that 75% of the people, at least 75% of the people who is clowning about this guy saying something like this, voted for number 45 who said that about grabbing the girl by the nanny case. Honestly, I don't think so.
I still say that,
because you had all the outlets, straight up, all the outlets I saw that reported this and all the the people that were talking about it.
But my thing is, this is crazy. This is why I say it's
I ain't got no problem with that. But I just disagree with that. You think it's 75% of people saying that.
When this dude did this, now look how they went on with Cam Newton. They still talking about it today. But all he said was, man, it's funny about a girl talking about rap. This dude got up here and said, oh, I'll grab a girl by the knee in the cake.
Well, guess what?
It was short-lived.
Guess what?
It was short-lived.
You know why it was short-lived?
Crazy.
Let me tell you the difference.
Crazy.
Let me tell you the difference. The difference is this. At the point he said that, he was running for office. At that point, nobody had him winning. Listen, no, wait. Can I explain this? My point is,
where is he now? Where is he now? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
He said it.
The whole thing. I'm not saying he didn't say it. What I'm trying to tell you, if you could just break it down for just a second, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. The reason that it didn't go on as long as it should have went on is because at the point that was said, he was a loser. He was not going to make it to where he is now. If he was going to make it to where he is now, it would have made a difference. I'm not saying what he said was wrong. I'm not saying that what you're saying about he still said it is wrong. What I'm trying to tell you is it's all about where you are. People saw him as a buffoon then, and that wasn't going to win the election. Okay? So that's why it went the way it went.
That doesn't make a difference.
It does make a difference. Okay, look. Okay, tell me this. Tell me this.
And now he's sitting in the White House. He still said it. Everybody knew he said it.
You not get what I'm saying, Ray?
Sitting in the White House.
Did you saying that what he said?
No, hold on. What you're saying is, let me repeat. What you're saying is because people looked at him as, oh, he don't even have a dog in the race. He can say whatever he wants. He don't have a dog in the race. Oh, whatever. Grab him by the nanny cake then.
Yeah.
He don't have a dog in the race. He's not going to win.
Check it out.
So that's what you're saying.
You tell me.
My point is they still voted for him and he's in the White House.
My point,
doesn't make
if I could get to it, is that you still have to remember he didn't win the popular vote. He's in the White House, but he didn't win a popular vote. So
I don't care if it was an unpopular vote.
You don't get what
an unpopular vote.
What you're not understanding.
They still voted for him.
We're going to talk about this for another 45 minutes and keep saying the same stuff if we don't move on. Because what we're saying is both right, but it's two different avenues. So I concede so we can end the show.
When we agree to disagree.
And you know what happened
that
happened?
I still say, Cam Newton, this situation is overreacted.
I still say, Cam Newton, you're dumb.
Oh, I agree with that too. You're too kind. You're too kind. They were no, they clapping for me. No. But anyway, come on, man. All right, that's enough. Y'all shut up. All right. Hey, man, what's up?
Man, I had some stuff, but I don't think I really want to talk about
what?
it.
Hold up. Think?
What?
Really?
What?
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Hello?
No. Hold on.
Lost.
Y'all hold on 1 second. He's slipping now. He's slipping, y'all. Doggone it. I have to do this myself. We need to fire the doggone.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Got to do this myself.
So right there.
I forgot about man. It's late Saturday, man. My bad. I'm gonna give you some more music.
Will not. No, don't worry about it. Because it's Saturday, and I did have the my picks for the Florida and LSU game, which is going on right now in the fourth quarter. LSU is up right now. Wait for it. 17-16 with 4 minutes and odd seconds left on the clock. And LSU got the ball, and they're trying to juice this thing. I won't even do that game.
Okay.
I had South Carolina. You know, it don't even matter. I was going college, but since college going on right now and almost over with. Really?
My bad.
I'm going with the NFL. I'm going to start with Carolina and Detroit Lions. I'm looking for this one to be a good game. I'm looking for Matthew Stafford to do what he do, is fling the ball up and down the doggone field. I'm looking for Cam Newton to show up and run. That's right, run all up and down Detroit defense. But because Detroit is playing at home, I got Detroit winning this game 24-21. Field goal.
Okay.
You know what? Okay. And we got the garbage bowl of tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, I'm not picking San Francisco game. The New York 0-4 Giants against
Go ahead.
Against the 0-4 San Diego Chargers. I don't know what the score gonna be, but I really feel like with Phillip Rivers and that weak New York Giant defense, San Diego Chargers will get their first win.
The weak New York defense.
Right, weak New York defense.
Okay.
And my final pick, the Dallas Cowboys hosting that bad man Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Yep.
We already know the past of these two teams. What happened last year in the playoffs with the catch with Adams going out the end zone.
Yep.
With a beeline from Aaron Rodgers. And we know what happened the year before that. Ashley Lips, Dez Bryant with the catch that was not a catch. I got, wait for it, Green Bay 17. The Dallas Cowboys 10. Write it down. I said it. I'm sorry, Dak. I love you, though.
I can agree with that. Now, I'm glad you said that. Because what I have, this is going to be my ass stuff. I like that.
We're going to have to cut it short because we ain't trying to bore nobody. Cam Newton, thank you for making this show longer than it should have been.
Overreaction! Look.
Barry.
My deal is this. People come up to me like I'm some dumb NFL. No, like I'm some dumb Cowboy fan and I don't understand the NFL. All the time. No. Yes. My barbers with an S, God. They talk to me like
it's hard to
I'm a dumb Cowboy fan. And the only person in this world that knows how much I love football and my education of football and my knowledge of football is probably you. So you already know when you ask about Dallas, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think from a football standpoint and not most of all from a fan standpoint. So to all these people out here that don't know me, that don't know that I think football before my team, it really grinds my gears. He said it. Notice one thing. I'm a fan of the sport first and my team second. I'm going to call it like it is. Dallas going to lose. Dallas not going to go 8-8 this year. If they go 8-8, I'm gonna be surprised for the simple
I
reason
see,
that
I see them going at least 8-8. I do.
if they go 8-8, I will be happy.
It's gonna be strongly at the hands of the talent of their offense. I really do see them going at least 8.
Yeah, but see, when
I
you
don't
get
see them going too much more over that though.
when you get success early, and you get what they call the sophomore curse, the sophomore blues, or whatnot. This is what happens with a young team. You don't see too many teams go 13-3 their first year with a young quarterback, young running back, and
that
a young
nobody
offense.
knew. That nobody knew anything about.
That nobody knew anything about. And then I brought this up to my barber. I said, if you look at it, Cam Newton had a great first year. Robert Griffin had a great first year. What happened to them since then? Okay, Cam Newton bounced back after the second year and came back and went, we know his past. Robert Griffin, he didn't come back. So,
but you got to give this to Cam Newton. He did eventually end up in the Super Bowl.
He figured it out. I'm gonna say the team he had, the team he played for, and the people he got, he figured it out.
But we're talking about the sophomore.
We're talking about the sophomore year. That is what you gonna build off of. After this year, who knows? Okay, but with the play that I've seen so far, 8-8 is good, and you look for what's coming after that. But hey,
let's watch. Let's keep an eye on Deshaun Watson is firing it up right now, and I really believe he's the truth. But I really want to see what he do next year. Exactly. Just remember this. Let's remember this conversation.
Show 8.
I want to go. I want to go back to it. Show 7. No,
show 7.
This is gonna be like show 56 or something like that, because I'm talking about like next year. See how it's gonna be next year.
50. You counting 56?
Yeah. How many weeks in between here and the next time we do a show? A year from now. Now we do a show every week now.
Yeah, I got you. Just write that down on your Bulls plan so you can remember the day. It's better than using it for toilet tissue. So look,
the only thing is good for this year. Only thing is good for this year.
That's my ass stuff. We're gonna try out a couple of new outlets starting in the next. We're gonna do a test probably today. Starting next week, we're gonna try a new outlet. We're going to YouTube, post videos. We're still gonna do Facebook. We're still gonna do Twitter. We're still gonna do Podomatic. So look for that, cause YouTube actually is a whole lot simpler than Facebook that don't want to load all the time. So we're gonna do this through YouTube, and you'll see the address. Outside of that,
it's the operator.
Well, my internet ain't freezing up.
It's still the operator. That's right. The internet, not the operator freezing up.
So with that being said,
play me out, Johnny.
We appreciate everybody who stopped by to listen today. Join us again next week, right here on the
Breast cancer, baby. Breast cancer awareness. Get some tatas check. Get the tata check. Breast cancer, baby. Breast cancer awareness month.